This right here is a fake iPhone 16, and this right here is a real iPhone 16. One of these costs 1/10 of the price of the other, but they look so similar. This is crazy. Okay, so I got the two phones right here. I'm also gonna be doing another video where I try and sell this fake iPhone 16 to a real person on Facebook Marketplace. If you wanna check out that video, it'll be coming out next week, so be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can see that video. I need to open this one in a different way. And we're gonna be using this thing so that we don't ruin the seals, so that we can still sell to the person. Okay, so I successfully got all the wrapping off without taking off the pull tabs. This is very important for my plan. And there is the fake iPhone. We're just gonna pull off the pull tabs. Okay, let's get it open. Look at that. You can tell it doesn't quite fit in the same box. Okay, get the reel out, unpeel this. Wow. Oh, what the crap is this? So I'm gonna go ahead and set these up real quick. All right, so taking a look at the two side by side, you can obviously tell that this one is the fake because it is slightly bigger than the original. As you can see right there, it's ever so slightly taller. Also, the power button is higher up and there is no camera button. It does have a SIM ejector tray instead of where the camera button is, and it is a little bit wider as well, as you can see right there. And taking a look at the cameras, they do actually look almost spot on, which is actually, I'm very impressed. It looks like the fake is maybe slightly smaller, but they do a very good job at replicating the cameras. But I'm pretty sure that this one is a dud on the fake because in the camera app, it has no zoom at all. So it leads me to believe that this is fake and this is the original. Also the flash units, you can see on the fake that it has a little bit of a gap around the flash unit, where the original obviously has the seamless design. Looks like our Apple logo is slightly different as well. It looks like it's smaller and it's not quite as well engraved in there. So that's just a small difference. Also, another thing to acknowledge is that the original is slightly more rounded than the fake. And look, the original, the buttons are a little bit lower and it has the action button, where the fake just has a volume rocker and then the buttons. Also, these buttons are like way sharper on the fake than they are on the real. As for the bottom, you can see that it charges with lightning charging cable instead of that USB Type-C on the original, and it is slightly wider, but it matches the color and the antenna bands and almost everything perfectly, which is amazing to me. Like, this color is almost spot on. Like, if I saw this in someone's hand, there's no way I'd be guessing that this is literally a fake, but like, there is differences, you can't tell. On weight wise, they are very, very similar though, like almost identical. All right, so where things start to get obvious for me is the actual display. As you can see, the original display has the dynamic island that looks super nice, right? But then you have the fake and it has a notch, and not to mention, look at these bezels. The bezels are like 6 times thicker than the original. Okay, so that's our difference right there, right? Let's turn the brightness up. But like, think about it. If you're like a 40-year-old woman that does not pay attention to tech, what is the difference to you? Like, this would pass. That's the thing, that's what's scary. This would pass as a real one. This would pass as costing this to that person. They would have no idea. That's why this next video that I have cooking up is gonna be hilarious, because I'll just prove that someone will buy this for the cost of this, but it's this. So you have to subscribe so you can watch the video. All right, so now I wanna test the cameras of the two. As you can see, this is running actual iOS right here. And so this is the native camera app on the iPhone for both of them. So like a picture, like this is still a good camera right here. This is a iPhone camera right here. So like video will still look great. Obviously you can see right here that the original has both the 0.5 and then the 2x zoom, where the fake has none of that. But like, this camera quality is still quite exceptional because it's coming out of this iPhone camera, right? I'm just walking around, you can see me, but like, this is still exceptional quality. I would like to check the front-facing camera as well. My guess is they've made some big steps on the front-facing camera, but my guess is it'll still be a good, excellent front-facing camera as well, because this is an iPhone camera. This is the front-facing camera on the fake. Quite impressive, quite impressive. Like, see, this is the type of stuff that would fool a 40-year-old lady that's buying this off of Craigslist because she wants to save money and not want to spend it. Okay, so let me just point something out to you guys. So in the UI, a lot of the fakes I've reviewed in the past have been straight up just Android clones, right? But this is a running actual iOS. This is a real iPhone, but also it's a fake iPhone 16. This is an iPhone XR 10R reskinned into an iPhone 16, which is absolutely insane. So that's why it costs so much cheaper, and it looks the same, and it's pretty similar because it is an iPhone, but it's an iPhone 10R in the body of an iPhone 16. So this phone is at least 6 years old, and it has all these aftermarket parts. I'm sure this was probably stolen. I honestly wouldn't surprise me, but as you can see right here, it is running an older version of iOS, but we'll go into the About Us right here, right? And it says iPhone XR right there, as you can see that. And it's running iOS 16. So this is not the newest iOS. It says we have a unknown battery part, and we have Face ID. 64 gigs of storage. Obviously, this thing is a real iPhone, and so all these apps are running iOS 16 version of the app. So we can go into like the calendar, like this is all real. All this is real. You go into FaceTime, it does have real FaceTime. Like this is the best part, I guess. If you're gonna try to buy a fake iPhone, I'd buy one of these over one of the other Android ones because this runs real iOS, where the other ones run basically Android. So that way you can actually get all the benefits of an iPhone with it looking like a newer iPhone. But like, yeah, everything is legit. Maps, like all of this is legit. Everything about it. Even the App Store, everything is legit, which is crazy to me. The fact that you can buy something like this and it looks like this is kind of absurd. At the end of the day, you gotta remember that it is just an iPhone XR and it has these fat bezels, but other than that, it's indistinguishable from an iPhone 16. All right, so I'm gonna give you 3 different scenarios and you have to guess if the phone I'm using in this scenario is fake or real. And whoever can get all 3 right, I'll send them something for free in the comments. Okay, here I am, my brand new iPhone 16 right here, just right here. And yeah, you have to guess basically if this is real or not. I'm just using it like as if it's normal, but I genuinely don't think you'll be able to guess. All right, so now I'm taking a phone call, you know, and this is one of the scenarios you have to guess, like, does this thing look, is this real or is this fake? Like, if you get it right, I'll send you something for free, maybe like AirPods or something. I have a bunch of them. Now imagine I'm just sitting across from you, right here in the glorious slab, and I whip out my phone, right? Is it real or is it fake? And obviously that fake is subjective. It's more of a Frankenstein phone, but is it the real one or is it the Frankenstein phone? But if you get it right, leave it in the comments. All right, so now I'm gonna be running a little bit of a speed test. This is gonna be a little bit different, but I'm just be showing how fast it takes to load into the apps and just to prove that this phone is still really fast for what it is. Check this out. Ready? FaceTime. Like almost identical. Calendar. Like literally identical. Photos. Wow. Camera. Everything's almost identical. Okay, that was a little bit slower on the cologne. Notes app, a little bit slower. Reminders, okay, like slightly slower, but like this is a 6-year-old phone compared to this. Wow, it even loaded it faster there. That was crazy. Apple TV, wow, exact same time. Podcasts. At the end of the day, this is the fake and this is the real, right? But should you buy something like this? Like, should you even buy this? Honestly, it's completely up to you. This is a real iPhone and it would work great, except it's not running the newest iOS, which is a big bummer. This obviously is running the new iOS and it's working great. Honestly, you probably shouldn't buy something like this. And you probably shouldn't be scamming people like I'm gonna be doing in this next video that you're gonna click on and watch because you love me and you wanna subscribe. At the end of the day, I think it is a pretty cool concept. I really like the reskin phones, but you'd probably be better off buying a little bit better of an iPhone for about the same price. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you want me to do other videos like this, be sure to comment and like, because that'll just encourage this behavior. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and peace.